Someone asked me, what do I think of psychoanalysis? Looking at someone's behavior to analyze what the root cause of that behavior is and how to fix it. And I find that question to be very interesting. And it's a double-edged sword, this field of psychoanalysis. And here's why. It's so great to be able to identify what is the issue with someone from their behavior. What is the issue with me from a specific behavior that I do? This way, it's easier for me to get to the root cause, to work on it, to heal it, release it, transform it, upgrade it, and move forward in life more free, more upgraded, more resourceful and happy and connected to who I am, the source, the center, the core of who I am. However, it is a double-edged sword because a lot of people get stuck in the labels. Oh, I'm this. Oh, I'm that. And then because they don't have the proper tools to move forward, to heal, to upgrade, to transform, to alchemize, they get stuck in the labels. And guess what? The longer they get stuck in the labels, that label becomes a lid on the shadow that they have. That label becomes a lid, a confirmation under the character deficiency that they have. And you can calculate years and years of having that label confirming someone's behavior. It becomes an identity. It becomes so difficult to then release it and upgrade it. It's not impossible, but it becomes more difficult. So I thought that was very interesting, an interesting conversation. And then, so how do I like to use psychoanalysis? My favorite model is the 4 archetypes: king, warrior, magician, lover. Let me grab the book. King, warrior, magician, lover. It's derived from the work of Carl Jung, and it's expanded upon by Dr. Robert Moore and Gillette. Okay, this is a wonderful book. And basically, we all have the 4 archetypes: king, warrior, magician, lover. Well, what does that mean? Let's make it more real. Well, king is your gut. Your gut is about your animal nature, the animalistic aspects of who you are. The lover is your heart nature, your compassion, your passion, networking, people, understanding, communicating, interacting. It's about art. It's about appreciation of life, of nature, of the craft, of the food. It's about feeling. Warrior. It's your mind, your noggin. It's your thoughts. It's very masculine. It's kind of contractive. So the lover, the heart is open, receiving, feminine, expansive, and the mind is contractive. It's masculine. It goes out. It's sharp. Divides things, categorizes things, finds solutions. This is better than that. The heart doesn't say this is better than that. The heart is all is good, all is included. The mind divides things. And then the magician is your spirit, your intuition, your sixth sense. So we all have these characteristics. However, each person, what we call personality, has tendency towards one than the other. And then there's a secondary and a third, and then the last one is the fourth. And each archetype has 2 shadows, an overactive shadow and an underactive shadow. So the king has an overactive shadow of the tyrant. And the underactive shadow is the weak king or the weakling. And usually there's an oscillation. A person who has a shadow in the king, one moment they're a tyrant and they flip, they become weak. They may be crying, they may be depressed. Oh, I'm so weak, have pity for me. I don't know what to do. I'm powerless, I'm hopeless. And all of a sudden they turn into a tyrant and terrify everybody. The warrior has 2 shadows, a bully and a coward. And there's a saying that you scratch a coward and the bully comes out. So usually when there's a shadow, there's an oscillation. Sometimes it's more stable, like somebody's is one shadow, but oftentimes you observe a person for enough period of time, you'll notice an oscillation when it comes to shadows. And then the magician is the manipulator, That's the overactive shadow. That's the one who has all the knowledge, all the wisdom, all the insights, but uses it to manipulate people instead of helping them. And then there's the dummy. He still knows everything, but he plays dumb. He plays like he doesn't know anything. He just sits in the corner, in the shadow. And then, of course, there's a magician in his fullness, the wise one, the one that has the knowledge that helps people and helps himself. The same with the warrior. He has the knowledge, he has the mind, the strategy, the thinking, and the acting. He can serve the purpose of the king, or he can be a bully. Okay, he can be just a rebellion, a rebellious warrior without a cause. Warrior without a cause. That's a shadow. And then the coward. So, a warrior in his fullness, a well-integrated warrior, serves the purpose. A well-integrated magician serves the purpose. A well-integrated king serves the purpose. Actually, the king points and tells the warrior, here's the purpose, tells the magician, here's the purpose, tells the lover, here's the purpose, so that a person has a unified focus in their life. It's so powerful, such a powerful concept to help us organize ourselves and understand ourselves and improve ourselves so that we can evolve. So we need to evolve and improve each of our aspects, the king, the warrior, the magician, and the lover. Now let's speak about the lover. So the lover, the overactive shadow, is what some people call the fuckboy. Is the one who can never be satisfied, goes from one person to another, and just, or the addict. I want to drink, I want to have drugs, I want to have fast food, I want to eat all these sugars, all this ice cream. Just consuming, nothing is enough. It's like there's a hole inside and in the heart, and no matter how much you fill the heart, it's just, there's never enough. Pleasure. And then there's an underactive shadow of the lover, which is the impotent, the one that is depressed, has no passion for life. Life is meaningless. No zest for life. Nothing is beautiful. Everything is gray, no color. That's an underactive shadow of a lover. And then there's a lover in his fullness, the well-integrated lover, the lover that serves the purpose of the whole, the king, warrior, magician lover that serves. And that is the lover that is passionate about life, that is passionate about people, that loves himself, that nourishes his body, nourishes himself and his needs in order to become a helpful member of the society, in order to live life to the fullest in a well-balanced, well-integrated way. So I find that to be very interesting. One of the cool things about understanding the shadows, for example, the shadow lover has a tendency to have a sense of entitlement. And when you go deeper into the psychoanalysis of this, and I was trained in this by my mentor, Elliot Hulse. Elliot Hulse is such an excellent mentor when it comes to the psychoanalysis of the king, warrior, magician, lover, and the study of body psychotherapy by Alexander Lowen and Wilhelm Reich. So one of the shadows of the lover is a sense of entitlement. It could be like, how can you not text me in the same second that I texted you? How can you not love me? How can you not pick up the phone when I called you when it was 3 a.m? This sense of entitlement, and it comes from a younger age, from when they were maybe 2 years old, 3 years old, when there was a sense of abandonment from one of the parents. Could be the mother, many of the times. And that sense of abandonment creates that fear, and as an adult, they have this shadow that they haven't faced. They haven't fully integrated the fear of abandonment. So in resistance of this fear of abandonment, it comes out in a perverted way, in a sense of entitlement. It's contractive, it's not expansive. It's contractive. How can you not love me? How can you not text me back? How can you not be there for me when I needed you? You owe me your love. That's one of the shadows of the lover. And then one of the shadows of the magician is having an inhibited voice. That's right. Having an inhibited voice is one of the shadows of the magician. So the underactive magician, the dummy, observes, sees things, knows what's going on, has a lot of knowledge. But because that knowledge or that expression has been suppressed one way or another in age from age 0 to 7, then there's no outlet to share this knowledge. So it becomes an underactive shadow of the magician. And that it's called the silent type. It's called the silent type because literally some people who speak late in their childhood, it's because they are likely to be an underactive shadow of the magician. And that is what I teach on this channel and advocate for: awareness of the inhibited voice. There are ways to overcome it. If you feel that it's hard for you to stand up for yourself, to express excitement, to express joy, if you feel it's difficult for you to just express in a relaxed way, spontaneously, and feel social confidence, feel relaxed in social situations, if you experience social anxiety, if you experience overthinking, if you experience resentment when you hear people expressing themselves in anger or in joy or laughing loudly, that resentment is because you don't have this ability, because your outlet has been clogged. So these are the shadows of the magician, having an inhibited voice. I struggled with it for most of my life. And when I was, say, around 27, I came across my mentor, Elliot Hulse, and he introduced me to this work, King, Warrior, Magician, Lover. And as I studied the magician and learned that the magician is the silent type, I was like, this is so me. Not only that, I discovered that so many people struggle with it and don't even know it. And when I knew that, it made it bigger in my mind. I was like, okay, I have to overcome this. It really held me back my whole life. In my career, even though I was studying, I was doing my work, I was working hard. I was working very hard in my career, but yet there was a missing puzzle piece, and it was my communication skills. My voice was not open. I couldn't express my ideas easily, with confidence, with charisma. I couldn't say things in an engaging way. And that is what held me back in my career. So once I put my mind to it, and with divine grace, of course, I had a lot of luck. I discovered through trial and error ways to release the tightness from my voice. And it was almost like a miracle. I couldn't believe it at days. My voice would open up so much. I'm like, I don't know this guy. Sounds so great. I love it. But I don't know this guy. Like just right now, me making this video, 5 years ago, man, it's not possible. Like, don't even try to convince me. I could not be making a video like this off the cuff. It's a miracle. So when I discovered these exercises, it's like, whoa. I was like, this is amazing. I started to share them with people. I thought I was a special case in the beginning. I started to share these exercises with people, and they started to get results too. I was like, this is amazing. The body knows how to heal itself. We just need to know how. And body psychotherapy, the things I learned from bioenergetics, they were kind of like high effort. When I started doing bioenergetics, I had to scream every day. I was doing like choking. I would choke myself in order to cough. And this gagging, that reflex is releasing tension from the chest, the belly, and the throat, opening the voice. But the results for me were temporary, and it was such high effort. I couldn't do it every day. So I was like, okay, let me go off script a little bit. And with my experience in music, I was doing vocal exercises every day, going all these vocal coaches on the internet and in person. I was really investing in my voice. So I started to combine the body psychotherapy with vocal exercises. And little by little, I started to notice some permanent results. It's like, wow, amazing. Better. Every day is better. It's like, wow. So that is what I do here. And I'll put a link in the caption of a free mini course that I offer to help you have a foundation for a healthy voice. If you resonate with the magician type, if you resonate with social anxiety, overthinking, resentment when people are expressing themselves, I highly encourage you to check out this course. It can change your life, honestly. And also, if you want to work with me, I would be honored. Check out my website to see the testimonies and to schedule your coaching session one-on-one with me. And if we're a good fit, who knows? It can be something amazing. So that is my take on psychoanalysis and how it can be so beneficial, yet it's a double-edged sword. It can have people stuck in labels instead of moving forward and achieving their dreams and achieving their goals and their purpose in life. So I hope you enjoyed that video. Please hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't already, to help me spread this knowledge and to help me grow this channel and to encourage me and support me in doing what I love. I love doing this kind of work and creating this kind of work. So stay well. Much love. I'll see you in the next video.